Creative Intergenerational Pattern Breakers. This is for the week of November 6th to November 12th, 2023. Beginning of the week says control, and this all rigid, everything needs to be this way. This card reminds me very much of limiting beliefs, the rigid control that can come with anxiety, the rigid control that can come with projection internally. Okay, this is an excerpt from the book. Controlled persons are always nervous because deep down turmoil is still hidden. If you are uncontrolled, flowing, alive, then you are not nervous. There is no question of being nervous. Whatsoever happens, happens. You have no expectations for the future. You are not performing. Then why should you be nervous? To control that mind, one has to remain so cold and frozen that no life energy is allowed to move into your limbs, into your body. If energy is allowed to move, those repressions will surface. That's why people have learned how to be cold, how to touch others and yet not touch them, how to see people and yet not see them. People live with cliches. Hello, how are you? Nobody means anything. These are just to avoid the real encounter of two persons. People don't look into each other's eyes. They don't hold hands. They don't try to feel each other's energy. They don't allow each other to pour. Very afraid, somehow, just managing, cold and dead in a straitjacket. So this is neuroticism. And the clarifier is maturity, the Ace of Rainbows. Open up to a new perspective, open up to that new level, open up to that new place inside of yourself that says, I can think a little differently. I trust myself. I know how to listen to information and evaluate or discern what is for me, what is not for me, what I can do, what I can't do. And if you are in a self-discovery phase, try something on your list of things that you want to take a risk with. Consider that. Maybe don't take it, but look at it. Maybe plan it. Move a little closer to that thing. Middle of the week, Major Arcana, Integration. This is such a beautiful card. The union of the masculine and feminine, the wisdom. I love the diamond flower at the top of the crown there. The snake at the bottom, the Ouroboros, representing the cosmos. So with this integration, perhaps from what we're learning from earlier in the week, what we let go of, clarified by another major arcana breakthrough. And this card is very much about reclaiming personal power. Although I'm not sure how well you can see it in the light, the middle part, the part closest to the person's abdomen and solar plexus it's light, it's bright, white light. And the blocks are the lower chakra colors. They're red, they're orange, they're yellow. And there's all of these like pieces behind the shapes of the broken pieces and the pieces coming together. So as we break through this block, we have immense power available to us that's ours, that we don't have to take from somebody else. We don't have to snatch, borrow, suck, steal. It is ours to have and use as we move and exist. Oh, this feels so pretty. Then we've got the Eight of Rainbows at the end of the week, ordinariness. This card is about being present and enjoying things as they are. Once upon a time, in America, it used to be common for people to wash their clothes and hang them out on a line. People had space and land to be able to sun dry their clothes. We can't do that so much anymore. But this reminds me of that, the harmony and meditation you have when you are working with other people, needing to, for the collective, do common tasks, common goals. Clarified by another major arcana, past lives. I get this to mean ancestor involvement. Actually, let me bring that a little closer so you can see. I want to say they're salamanders. I remember them as lizards, but underneath them are the people of now, and they're going through, some of them are going through things, some of them are focused, some of them are lonely. And then through the sacred canal on the other side are the ancestors. And there's the stars and a moon. And looks like there's some creatures back there too, inside of the cosmic hands. of the Mother Source that loves us and holds us all, right? It's her breath that we borrow when we breathe here. That is Source to me. Whatever it is that you see is whatever it is that you see, but that's what I see. And so what I'm getting is, let's connect them, releasing of anxiety, a confrontation of our own limits in a way of releasing anxiety. Perhaps we are having some opportunity available to us that we can do something different, and we do. And that allows for time of integration by midweek, Wednesday, Thursday-ish time frame, which allows for us to have a major breakthrough. And that rush of energy brings a new understanding. We get to fall in love again with our right now in a new way, perhaps connecting to our ancestors. Maybe we've broken another pattern. Maybe we notice that our ancestors have been nodding to us. It is that time of year right now. Hang in there. This week looks like it will be eventful in a movement kind of way. Very curious about what your self-work is and what happens for you this week. I pulled 3 cards from the Angels and Ancestors deck. Grab those real quick, and they were the Sage, the Lord, and the Warrior. When I connect to the energy of the Sage, let me bring him up a little closer so you can see him. What I like so much about this card is his gaze. See if I can hold my hand still long enough so you can catch it. He's a very present, non-aggressive, gentle gaze. He's just holding you with his eyes just enough to be able to see you. He's not grasping, he's not pushing. And it looks like, right, he's got a peacock feather and he's riding on a leaf. He's really comfortable, he's relaxed. Be devoted and committed. When I think about this card and this energy, I think about that selfless kind of love. Not necessarily the same kind of love a mother has for child, but the kind of love that a grandmother might have for a grandchild. This card, Lord, take charge with authority. There may be opportunities or places where you need to step up, you need to speak up, you need to speak out. Now might be the time to do that. Discern what's happening in your environment best, but maybe it's something going on with the conflicts, or maybe it's something political. Either way, consult your own deck, ask your ancestors. Maybe intuitively you know what that is, what the thing is to take charge and go forward with. But if you have that opportunity, take it. Last card says, Warrior, be fearless and stand strong. There is an ancestral reason why the Maori have these tattoos, the reason why they're warriors. I get chills whenever it is that I think about what I know of what their people have gone through. Know that you're not alone. Know that people will respond to your courage. They'll respond to your assertiveness. The best thing that you can do throughout whatever is happening this week is to make sure that you have your self-regulation together. The beginning of the week, the control card is that energy often comes from not regulating ourselves well. So if we are feeling on the neurotic side where we're afraid to allow joy, we're afraid to allow fullness, our self-care becomes so much more important because we affect everyone else around us. And so if you can connect to the energy of the Sage, find that place in your heart that sees love, that doesn't take sides, but also knows how to smell bullshit. The Lord energy that is at that active masculine, the one that can lead the hunt and take care of the people, and the warrior that is fearless and stands strong and does the right thing. Warriors don't fight just because they like to fight. They fight because they have to. They have something to protect. Remember that as you go forward this week, and remember that you are your ancestors' thing to protect. And if you haven't been talking with them, the venerated good ones, please talk to them. They need us. They're a part of our experience here on Earth. And it is important to remember the people who loved us in life who are not here anymore. What is remembered lives. That is your collective reading for this week. Hang in there. Would love to hear what it is that goes on for y'all this week. If you have any messages or downloads or dreams, remember to take your deep breaths and remember you've got this. If you found value from this video, please remember to like, comment, and share. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next one.